Hello guys, there's something happening in the market I want to share with you guys. So I want you to pay attention to the breakout that is taking place right now in the Bitcoin dominance. Okay, I'm going to analyze both that of the Bitcoin dominance and as well as the USDT dominance itself. There's some critical information I want you to pay attention to, so that as you're making your investment or planning to make your investment or planning to execute your trade, please, I'd like you to take note of these things that are happening in the market. Okay, so walk with me right here. Now, this is the Bitcoin dominance, and this is the weekly time frame of the Bitcoin dominance. Okay, let's quickly do something. Okay, you would realize that we've had this parallel channel, okay, that has been here for the longest of time, right? So I'm not like this. Okay, so yes, okay, here we go. And now we have it perfectly. Now, Bitcoin has been on this journey for quite a long time, the Bitcoin dominance. This is as way back as, when was this? 8th of August 2022. Since 2022, I want you to pay attention here. Look at it here, where my cursor, look at the bottom, right? 8th of August 2022. We've been on this ascending channel, right? Since 2022. Now, pay attention to what's happening here. Okay, just quickly, guys, pay attention to what's happening here. Look at, we had a breakout at this particular point, right? And Bitcoin has started losing its dominance from that point, which is at 60%. Bitcoin has started losing its dominance, and we've been crashing down, right? However, let's really look at this to be sure that, okay, this downward movement is going to be sustainable. We can sustain it for the longest of time. Now, let's take a good look at that. First thing you will notice here is that we were able to break this liquidity here. All right, we run through this liquidity. Okay, now we run through this liquidity, we proceeded further, and we also run through this liquidity here. All right, we run through this one here. We also ran through this one. Okay, that's giving us a second confirmation that we are going down. Now we finally run through this one here, but this is where we currently are right now at 58.36% in the Bitcoin dominance, right? But as you can see, we still have 1 day and 12 hours. Anything can happen. This candle can close above this particular liquidity zone. We can close above it. Mind you, this is the weekly chart, so by the time I switch this to daily chart, you will see a lot of detail around this region here. Let's just quickly pick a circle, right? Let's just pick a circle and you know, point it at that particular. We'll visit it quickly. So let's get back to what we're saying. So Bitcoin is currently within this region. Now, if we are able to close above it, fine. But below it, fine. But if we go above it, then it means we are still yet to see Bitcoin lose its dominance. In other words, indirectly or inversely, it means altcoins will not start pumping yet. Okay, the bull run for altcoin will not start pumping, because altcoins, they pump on the basis that Bitcoin loses its dominance. Do you understand? So the failure of Bitcoin is the success of altcoins. You get the point now. Bitcoin dominance, to be precise. You get me? Now, this is what we are dealing with. But after that region, here is another liquidity we have here. This yellow zone that I have marked, this box here, this liquidity here. But the reason why I think that when Bitcoin dominance continue to lose, we are going to go further is because even this liquidity that we have here, if you take a look at it, this liquidity did not wipe any previous liquidity that we know of. It didn't, right? The next one is this one here, which I can easily just map it out here like this. I'll pick it up like this to here. You get? I'm going to pick it like this, and let's project this to the future. You get? Now, this is the next liquidity zone that Bitcoin dominance may crash down to, because this liquidity here may not hold it. You get? Even though this liquidity is also strong, considering the fact that this liquidity is sitting right below a bullish order block, And mind you, it is this other block. It is this other block that catapulted Bitcoin from here to here. I think, let me just get my arrow very quickly, right? Where is the arrow? Sorry. Okay, I'll get it here, right? It is this bullish order block that catapulted us to this particular place here. You get? So yeah, it's a strong one, but I believe that Bitcoin will pierce through it and come down here. And even this one that we are thinking is also going to be strong. Mind you, if you trace it back, you will discover that it was unable to clear this liquidity here. Are you guys seeing the whole thing? So even this one will not hold Bitcoin dominance for too long. It won't support Bitcoin dominance for too long, right? And the Bitcoin's dominance will continue falling and falling. Here we also have another one again that is worth taking note of. Please, you always take note of these things, right? Here's another one again that may hold. Now, this is the one that may hold because when you take a look at it, right, this liquidity is swept this one here. Okay, it swept this one. Another one, the perfect one I even discovered that I loved so much, and I'm expecting that if Bitcoin could come there, that is where we are going to get a strong support, is this one here. Okay, let me project it here. Okay, is this one. All right, this liquidity zone here. Why is it very important? It took out this liquidity here. This, you can see this red candle. It took it out, took out this other one here as well. It took out two liquidity at once. This one liquidity, this one movement here. So I think that if Bitcoin could make it, if the price could come down here and gain support finally from here, which is around, we're looking at around 50 point, look at it, around 51 to at about 50%, right, in dominance. So that's where I think Bitcoin should come and get a perfect rest before we proceed further in the bull market. You get me? But you can't tell how fast this thing is going to come down here, but you can imagine how big the dominance have moved. Look at from here to here. Look at this whole movement. Let me pick this one. Look at this whole movement from here to here like this. Okay, from here to here. And in terms of correction, this is what we have only moved from here to here. Do you understand? This is very small. So, but at least if we could get it to come down here, okay, to come down here like this, and that will be fair. At least come down like this, and then we can now proceed to wherever Bitcoin may want to go. But while we are taking a look at all of this, right, I'm going to remove this now, okay, so that we can have a clean chart. Okay, from the weekly, let's now go to the daily and let's see what's happening in the daily. Now I'm going to zoom, contrast, and then zoom again, bring it to the middle. Okay, now if you look at, you might remember that dot I told you people I placed. Look at the dot. Can you now see? This is the daily chart. Okay, this is the daily chart, daily time frame. Now look at where I placed that circle. Can you now see that Bitcoin, pay attention, Bitcoin came on the daily chart and closed below that particular region, closed below that liquidity, swept through the liquidity, closed below it, and right now we have a new daily candle that Bitcoin is now forming. Now this daily candle that is forming, if you look at this one, is coming to sweep this liquidity here. Let me place that particular liquidity zone. I'm talking about this liquidity here. Okay, make sure it is perfectly straight. Good. So if you look at what's happening, Bitcoin came to this liquidity here, this one here, and did what? And immediately got rejected and went back. And that is for yesterday. And today again, it pushed downward, came again, it got rejected immediately and went back. So this place now is becoming a strong battle for Bitcoin, this liquidity zone here. So if we get Bitcoin maybe luckily close below this particular liquidity, guys, that is going to give us some serious movement in the market within this week we are entering. we are going to see some bullish momentum movement in altcoins. Altcoins will pump massively if this candle, either the one of today or tomorrow, closes below this liquidity zone. Because if we close this below this liquidity zone, where is the next place we are coming? We are coming to clean this one here, this immediate liquidity zone here, this one. Okay, we are coming to clean this one here. You get? I'm going to project this here. Okay, so we'll be coming to clean this one then before this other one here. So that is from here to here. That is okay. Let's pick our range. Let's pick from here to currently where Bitcoin is right now. Okay, that will be a 2.1% drop in the Bitcoin dominance. That is huge for altcoins. That could make an altcoin that is trading for $200 to start trading for over $300. Can you imagine how big that can be? All right, so guys, I just wanted to show you people what I am seeing in the market, so that those of you who want to invest can, strategize with this particular information. Now that you know that, okay, we just need one candle to close. We just need one candle to close below this liquidity zone right here, right? This one here. If this daily candle can close below this place, then you know where we are going, right? You know, of course, that Bitcoin dominance will be going down and altcoins will be pumping. Now that you know that Bitcoin dominance will be dropping, it means that the price of Bitcoin will just be in one region. Meanwhile, altcoins will just be pumping and pumping and pumping. Do you get the point? So you can decide to make your investment. You don't have to be a trader. You can just buy some of these altcoins and keep. Why? Because you know, of course, that if we close below here, most of all the altcoins will be pumping. So you can invest your money as they pump. You'll be cashing out. You get the idea. Guys, if you have not subscribed at this point in time, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know how you think you're supporting the network. Please join the community in our WhatsApp group on Telegram. Guys, we are sharing updates every day. People are making money. People are changing their lives. If you want to be part of that community, join it. It is free. Check the link in the description of this video. That is if you're watching me on YouTube, to get the link so you can join us as well. Guys, I made a video where I gave top 10 cryptocurrencies you should be buying in the month of August. If you have not watched that video, the link should be appearing up right now here. Click that link, go and watch that video. Guys, my name is Obicrypto with over 8 years plus experience in the crypto and blockchain industry. I have a whole lot I'd like to share with you guys. And at this point in time, I will say all you need to do is click the subscribe button and follow me on all social media platforms. I'll see you in the next one. Obicrypto, over, out.
This is not a financial advice. Do your own research.
Obicrypto, way money they go. No good don't make you savvy road. Every update, it makes sense. Crypto knowledge, not the main flex.